A mother raccoon has made a decision. She has assessed her territory. She has assessed the locations where resources are available. She has assessed the locations where danger is present. And she has decided that there is one location, your yard, where the risk is low enough and the reward is high enough to bring her bobbies. This is not a small decision. The mother is not simply moving her family to a new location. The mother is making a statement. The mother is saying, I trust this place enough to bring the most precious things in my world here. I trust this yard. I trust that my bobbies will be safe here. I trust that whatever danger might exist in this location, it is outweighed by the opportunity. What happens when a mother raccoon brings her bobbies to your yard is far more profound than most people understand. The mother is not simply teaching her bobbies where to find food. The mother is teaching her bobbies that this place is safe. The mother is exposing her family to a location that she has chosen because she has assessed it as worthy of her trust. Tonight you are going to understand what it means when a raccoon brings her bobbies to your yard, and you are going to understand that this is the ultimate trust signal. This is the mother saying, I trust you. I trust your place. I trust that my most precious beings will be safe here. Welcome back to Hidden Backyard Wildlife, the channel where we sit with the small wild lives that share our yards and try to understand what they understand about the world. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe before this video is over, because what you are about to learn is going to change the way you understand animal trust, because you will finally understand that when a wild animal brings her bobbies to your location, she is not simply moving her family. She is making the highest declaration of trust possible. She is saying, I have assessed the risk. I have determined that you are not a threat. I trust you with my children. Today we are walking through 8 things that are happening when a mother raccoon brings her bobbies to your yard. What each of those things reveals about the mother's assessment and risk calculation. What researchers have discovered about maternal decision-making in raccoons, and why a mother would expose her most vulnerable beings to a new location, because the teaching is more important than the caution. The growth of the bobbies is more important than the comfort of isolation. Stay with me from beginning to end, because revelation number 6 is the one that explains the neurochemistry of maternal trust, and revelation number 8 is the one that will make you understand that when a mother raccoon brings her bobbies to your yard, she is not just teaching her bobbies. She is honoring your place. She is saying, this location is worthy. This place is safe enough for my family. You are trustworthy enough for my most precious beings. The trust is profound. The decision is momentous. The message is unmistakable. The first thing a mother raccoon has done before bringing her bobbies to your yard is thoroughly assess the location against specific criteria. The mother is not bringing her bobbies to random locations. The mother is bringing her bobbies to locations that meet specific requirements for safety and resource availability. Safety criteria. Escape routes. Does the location have clear escape routes? Can the mother and bobbies flee quickly if threatened? Are there multiple exit paths? Shelter locations. Are there den sites or shelter locations where the family can hide if needed? Can the mother create a temporary den if necessary? Threat presence. Are there predators in this location? Has the mother observed predators here? What is the predator threat level? Human presence. What is the level of human presence and behavior? Are the humans dangerous or benign? What time of day are the humans present? Resource criteria. Food availability. Does this location have food resources that are worth the risk to access? Are there reliable food sources? Water availability. Is there water accessible in this location? Density of resources. Are the resources concentrated enough to make the journey worthwhile? The mother is conducting a sophisticated risk-benefit analysis. The mother is not simply choosing the location with the most food. The mother is choosing the location where the combination of safety and resources is optimal. If your yard is where the mother is bringing her bobbies, it means your yard has passed this assessment. Your yard meets the criteria. Your yard is considered safe enough and rich enough to be worth the exposure. Researchers studying maternal decision-making in animals have found that mothers demonstrate sophisticated assessment of location safety and resource availability before moving offspring, with mothers showing particular sensitivity to predation risk and resource concentration, suggesting that maternal location choices are carefully calibrated to maximize offspring survival. The assessment is thorough, the criteria are specific, your yard has passed the test. The mother has not made this decision based on one observation. The mother has watched. The mother has observed. The mother has returned to your property multiple times to assess your behavior and the behavior of anyone else present. The mother has observed your patterns. What time do you typically appear? What is your behavior? Are you aggressive or benign? Do you attempt to harm raccoons? Do you ignore them? Do you seem fearful? Your consistency. Does your behavior remain consistent? Can the mother predict your behavior? Is your behavior becoming more dangerous or more benign over time? Your relationship to the space. Do you actively try to exclude raccoons or do you tolerate them? Do you remove food sources or leave them? Do you set traps or leave the raccoons alone? Other people's behavior. Who else comes to this location? What is their behavior toward animals? Are they threatening or benign? The mother is essentially profiling you. The mother is building a behavioral model of you. The mother is assessing whether you are a threat or tolerable or even benign. Over weeks or months, the mother has been gathering data. The mother has been running this assessment repeatedly. The mother has been updating her model of you based on new observations. Only after this extended observation period has the mother determined, this human is not a threat. This location is safe enough. This is where I will bring my bobbies. Researchers studying individual recognition and reputation in animals have found that animals demonstrate sophisticated ability to track individual human behavior over time, with animals showing differential responses to humans based on repeated observation of human behavior patterns, suggesting that animals can build detailed behavioral profiles of individual humans. The observation has been ongoing. The assessment has been continuous. Your yard and your behavior have been evaluated extensively. When the mother brings her bobbies to your yard, one of the primary purposes is teaching. The mother is teaching her bobbies, this place is safe. The bobbies are learning through their mother's behavior and presence. The bobbies see their mother move confidently in this space. The bobbies see their mother foraging without fear. The bobbies see their mother at ease. The bobbies are learning through direct experience. The bobbies are learning that this location does not contain threats that require constant vigilance. The bobbies are learning to navigate this space. The bobbies are learning the resource locations in this space. But more fundamentally, the bobbies are learning through the mother's trust. The mother's decision to bring them here is a powerful teaching signal. The mother is saying, through her behavior and her presence, that this place is trustworthy. This learning is crucial for the bobbies' development. The bobbies need to know which places are safe and which places are dangerous. The mother is providing this education through her choices and her presence. If the mother brings the bobbies to your yard, the bobbies are learning. Yards like this are accessible to us. Humans like this one are tolerable. This type of space is safe for raccoon families. This learning will influence the bobbies' behavior for the rest of their lives. The bobbies may return to yards like yours. The bobbies may seek out human-adjacent spaces. The bobbies may be more tolerant of human presence than raccoons who never received this education. Researchers studying maternal teaching in animals have found that offspring learn crucial survival skills and location-specific knowledge through observation and experience with their mothers, with offspring showing differential behavior based on maternal modeling and maternal teaching, suggesting that maternal education is fundamental to offspring survival and behavior patterns. The teaching is profound. The mother is not just moving her bobbies. The mother is educating them. The mother is shaping their understanding of the world. The mother is bringing her bobbies to your yard because your yard offers specific learning opportunities and resource access that the bobby's primary den location does not offer. Your yard may have novel food sources. Perhaps your yard has a particular food source that is not abundant in the mother's primary territory. The mother is exposing her bobbies to this resource. The bobbies are learning about it. The bobbies are learning how to access it. Resource concentration. Perhaps your yard has resources concentrated in ways that allow the family to forage efficiently. The mother is teaching her bobbies efficient foraging strategies in this location. Specific den opportunities. Perhaps your yard has shelter locations that are useful as temporary refuges or teaching spaces. The mother is showing her bobbies these locations. Environmental features. Perhaps your yard has specific environmental features, water sources, open foraging spaces, specific types of vegetation that the mother wants her bobbies to learn about. The mother is essentially expanding her bobby's world. The mother is showing them, here is another place you can access. Here are resources you did not know about. Here are skills you need to learn. This expansion is important for the bobby's development and future survival. The bobbies who have experience in multiple environments and with multiple resource types will be more flexible and more capable as adults. The exposure to your yard is part of the mother's broader teaching strategy. The mother is deliberately moving her bobbies through different environments to expand their knowledge and capability. Researchers studying ecological knowledge transmission in animals have found that offspring who receive exposure to multiple environments and resource types through maternal teaching demonstrate increased behavioral flexibility and survival capability as adults, with environmental breadth in youth correlating with adult behavioral versatility, suggesting that maternal environmental education is adaptive for offspring success. The exposure is deliberate. The teaching is strategic. The mother is expanding her bobby's world. While the mother is exposing her bobbies to your yard and its resources, the mother is simultaneously engaged in constant threat monitoring. The mother's vigilance does not decrease because she has decided the location is safe. The mother's vigilance actually increases because she is responsible for protecting her vulnerable bobbies. The mother is monitoring. Human presence and behavior. Is the human still behaving safely? Has the human's behavior changed? Is the human approaching? Is the human threatening? Other animal presence. Are there predators approaching? Are there other raccoons in the vicinity? Are there threats from other species? Environmental dangers. Are there hazards in the environment that could threaten the bobbies? Are there dangers in the location that could injure the bobbies? Baby behavior. Are the bobbies staying close? Are the bobbies responding to her signals? Are the bobbies in danger? The mother is not relaxed. The mother is in a state of heightened vigilance. The mother is simultaneously teaching her bobbies and protecting them from every possible threat. The mother is likely positioned to maintain visual contact with the bobbies while also maintaining awareness of the broader environment. The mother is prepared to gather the bobbies and flee at any sign of real threat. This dual focus, teaching and protecting, requires intense cognitive effort. The mother is dividing her attention between multiple demands simultaneously. The mother is managing both the teaching of the bobbies and the protection of the bobbies. If the human approaches too closely, the mother's vigilance typically shifts toward protection. The mother may gather the bobbies and leave. The mother may position herself between the bobbies and the perceived threat. Researchers studying maternal vigilance in animals have found that mothers demonstrate escalating vigilance in novel environments and with exposed young, with mothers showing heightened threat detection and faster response times when offspring are present in exposed locations, suggesting that maternal protection instinct creates a state of maximum alertness. The monitoring is constant. The protection is absolute. The mother is never truly at ease when her bobbies are exposed. This is the revelation that explains the physiology of maternal trust, and it is the moment when you understand that the mother's decision to bring her bobbies to your yard is not just behavioral. The mother's entire neurochemistry is organized around this decision. When a mother has young offspring, her entire hormonal and neurochemical landscape is shaped by motherhood. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, is at elevated levels in the mother's system. Oxytocin creates the feeling of attachment to the offspring. Oxytocin creates the motivation to be close to the bobbies. Oxytocin creates the drive to protect the bobbies at any cost. But oxytocin also influences trust and social behavior. Oxytocin has been shown to increase trust in social interactions. So while the mother's oxytocin is driving her attachment to her bobbies, the oxytocin is also influencing her assessment of whether she can trust certain locations and certain beings. The mother's protective aggression systems are also activated. The amygdala, the fear and aggression center, is in a heightened state. The mother's nervous system is primed for aggressive response to threats. But this protective aggression is directed. It is not random aggression. The mother is aggressive toward threats to her bobbies. The mother is not aggressive toward neutral or benign beings. The mother's dopamine systems are also involved. The mother gains reward satisfaction from successfully teaching her bobbies and from providing resources to her bobbies. The decision to bring the bobbies to your yard is motivated partly by the dopamine reward of expanding the bobbies' access to resources. The result is a mother whose entire neurochemistry is organized around motherhood and protection. The mother's decision to trust your yard is not made lightly. The mother has brought her whole being, her hormonal state, her neurochemical landscape, her emotional commitment to this decision. Researchers studying maternal neurochemistry in mammals have found extensive oxytocin involvement in maternal bonding and maternal trust decisions, with elevated oxytocin correlating with maternal willingness to take risks for offspring and to expose offspring to new environments, suggesting that maternal trust is neurochemically grounded in the oxytocin systems. The neurochemistry is profound. The mother's being is organized around this decision. The trust is written into her biology. By bringing her bobbies to your yard, the mother is accepting tremendous risk. The bobbies are vulnerable. The bobbies are smaller and weaker than adult raccoons. The bobbies are less experienced and less capable of escaping threats. By bringing the bobbies into an unfamiliar location, the mother is increasing exposure. The bobbies are in a location where they are not familiar with escape routes. The bobbies are in a location where they have not yet learned the threat patterns. Potential risks include predation. The bobbies could be attacked by predators. The predators might be present in your yard. Separation. One or more bobbies could become separated from the mother. The separated baby could become lost or could encounter danger alone. Human threat. Despite the mother's assessment of you, humans can be unpredictable. A human could harm the bobbies. A different human could appear and behave dangerously. Environmental hazard. The bobbies could encounter hazards in your yard that injure them. The bobbies could fall into hazards. The bobbies could be exposed to toxins. Disease or injury. The bobbies could become ill or injured in your yard, and the mother's ability to respond might be limited. The mother is accepting all of these risks. The mother is saying, the benefit of bringing my bobbies here outweighs these risks. This is sacrifice. This is the mother putting her bobbies in danger for the sake of their education and resource access. But the mother has calculated that the long-term benefit to the bobbies, the education, the resource access, the expanded world knowledge, is worth the short-term risk. Researchers studying maternal risk-taking in animals have found that mothers demonstrate willingness to accept significant risks for offspring benefit, with mothers showing escalated risk exposure when offspring survival is at stake and opportunity costs are high, suggesting that maternal risk-taking is an adaptive strategy for offspring optimization. The risk is tremendous. The mother is accepting it deliberately. The baby's welfare is paramount in her decision-making. And this is the revelation that explains the deepest meaning of the mother bringing her babies to your yard. The mother is saying, through her actions, I trust you. This is not verbal communication. This is embodied trust. This is trust expressed through the most profound gesture a wild animal can make. The mother is saying, I have assessed you, I have watched you, I have determined that you are not a threat. More than that, the mother is saying, I have assessed you and determined that you are trustworthy enough with my most precious beings. The bobbies are not abstractions to the mother. The bobbies are everything. The bobbies are the mother's life purpose. The bobbies are the mother's future. The bobbies represent the continuation of the mother's line. By bringing the bobbies to your yard, the mother is saying, you are trustworthy enough with my life. You are trustworthy enough with my future. You are trustworthy enough with the beings I love more than I love myself. This is extraordinary trust. This is trust of the highest order. And the trust is genuine. The mother is not acting. The mother is not bluffing. The mother has genuinely assessed you and determined that you warrant this level of trust. The mother is also saying something else. This place is worthy. This space is valuable. This location deserves my family's presence here. In bringing her family to your yard, the mother is honoring your place. The mother is saying, I believe this yard has something valuable to offer my family. I believe this space is important. I choose to share my family with this space. This is a profound compliment. This is the mother saying, your yard is good, your place is worthy. And most profoundly, the mother is saying, you are not a threat to my being. You are not a threat to my children. You are tolerable. You are even, perhaps, an acceptable part of the world that my children will inherit. This is what it means when a raccoon brings her bobbies to your yard. This is trust. This is the highest form of trust. This is a wild animal saying, through her behavior and her choice, that she has assessed you and found you acceptable, that she has assessed your place and found it worthy, that she has assessed the risk and found it acceptable in light of the benefit. Not all humans will ever receive this gift. Not all humans will ever know what it is to have a wild mother trust them with her bobbies. But if a mother raccoon has brought her family to your yard, you have been given something precious. You have been told something profound. You have been told, I trust you. Before I go, I want to ask you something, and I want you to answer in the comments below. Has a raccoon brought her bobbies to your yard? Have you witnessed this experience? What did it feel like to watch the mother exposing her family to this space? What did you understand about the mother's trust? Tell me about it. How long did the mother and bobbies stay? What were the bobbies learning? Did you sense the mother's vigilance? How did the experience change your relationship to the raccoon and your property? The stories this hidden backyard wildlife community shares are some of the most extraordinary I read every week. And every single one of them matters, because every single one of them is a story about trust, about what it means to be trusted with something precious, about what it means to be assessed as worthy. If anything in this video changed the way you understand a raccoon mother and her bobbies, if it changed what you will see the next time you witness this encounter, share it with someone who would understand. Sometimes the right perspective at the right moment changes not just what we notice but who we are. Thank you for being here at Hidden Backyard Wildlife. The next time you see a mother raccoon in your yard with her bobbies, pause. Recognize that this is a profound statement of trust. Recognize that the mother has made a significant assessment. Recognize that the mother has decided you are worthy of her family's presence. Honor that trust, Be worthy of it. Understand that this mother is saying through her presence and her choice, I trust you. The bobbies will learn from your yard. The bobbies will learn that the world contains places that are safe enough to explore. The bobbies will grow up knowing that human spaces can be navigated. You are not just observing a mother raccoon and her bobbies. You are receiving a gift. You are being trusted. You are being told through the mother's behavior that you are worthy. That is not a small thing. I will see you in the next one.